Hello everyone, this is Sharun here from 24/7 Techie, and in this video we will be talking about the Xiaomi Mi 5 that was recently launched and my thoughts and all, because a lot of people asked me in the comments, in the chat and all, that what did I think about the device, because the device just got recently released in China as well as at MWC. So I wanted to do something different, so I'm making a vlog style of a video. If you like it, do hit the like button. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like and we'll try to improve it. And if you really didn't like it, we will not do it again. And I'm not recording the audio on anywhere else except for the phone, so let's hope that the audio comes out good. So what Xiaomi just launched was a Snapdragon 820 mobile that we already knew. It's about 5.15 inch big display, and that's only a 1080p display. And the question that was asked to Hugo Bharat, that why only a 1080p display, not a Quad HD display, he told that the Quad HD display on a 5.15 inch display is just an overkill and drains the battery. And they've actually made a very compact device, so 5-inch device, almost a borderless display, almost, because they have pointed out very correctly that there cannot be a borderless display, so it can always be a almost borderless display, and that has been very correctly pointed out by Xiaomi. I really appreciate Hugo Bharat for telling us that this can be done and this cannot be done with the current technology. And they have actually launched a very good mobile in my opinion, and the pricing of the phones are also quite decent. So the lowest model costs about 1999 yuan, which is actually 20,000 rupees, and the 20,000 rupees price tag for that type of a device is very decent, because we do get a 32 gigs of internal storage, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 which is clocked at 1.8 GHz, and Hugo Bharat has on record said that 1.8 GHz 820 versus the 2.15 GHz 820 that is in the superior models isn't really very different. It's just different for the pricing. So that is also quite commendable on the Xiaomi's part of view, because the Snapdragon 820 is so powerful, and Qualcomm claims it, Samsung claims it, because Samsung is back on the 820. So it is a very good thing to know that Xiaomi is also using the 820, and a lot of their mobiles will be coming this year with the 820, and we get a 20,000 rupees device for the 820. That is actually very commendable. We do get 32 gigs of internal storage, 3 gigs of RAM, and the Xiaomi Mi Note's design philosophy comes to the Mi 5 with a small form factor, because the Xiaomi Mi Note was a very big device, 5.7 inch device, and quite a heavy device as well. But the Mi 5 is very light device. It will only be 129 grams, having a 3000 mAh battery, Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0, USB Type-C, and 16 megapixel camera. That too also new camera sensor from Sony, and the device also had IR blaster, the fingerprint sensor, and the fingerprint sensor is at the front of the phone. It's like a home button, and it's very similar to what Samsung uses it. And everyone is like after that Samsung they're copying Samsung, and the back of the device is actually quite curved. A lot of tech YouTubers at the MWC, mainly the foreign public, is calling it as a copy of the Note 5, but we do need to remember that the curved back was actually introduced in the Mi Note last year in January, and the Note 5 was introduced later last year. So who is copying who, we don't really know over here, but the curved back has actually been used by Xiaomi before as well. Yes, this time it's curving a lot more. Maybe it's a little bit inspired from the Samsung Note 5, but it's not entirely copied from Samsung for sure. And as always, it will be running on MIUI 7 and for a change Android 6.0. Another thing that was really impressive to see was that they mentioned India a couple of times. So Hugo Bharat said that the phone will be coming to India very soon, first of all. Second of all, Jay Mani from Xiaomi also tweeted immediately that the Mi 5 will be coming to India soon, and that's quite a good signs that most probably the device won't be delayed as much as it used to be delayed. And for a change, it will be first commercially available Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 device. So actually we do have a lot of devices available yet. So we do have a LE Max Pro, which we don't have any clue what's happening with that, the first Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 device. Then we have the Samsung Galaxy S7, then we have the LG G5, but all will be coming in mid-March. But the Xiaomi Mi 5 will be coming very soon, and that too also 1st March in China and soon in India. So soon really doesn't mean what. So in my initial thoughts, so these are not impressions because I have not yet had a hands-on on it, but in my initial thoughts, it really looks a good device, and for a change Xiaomi is back on the right track this year. And a lot of people were actually saying that the device is expensive. Guys, do remember that it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 device. So what we have over here is all the top of the line specs, and if you compare it with other devices, don't compare it with Xiaomi Mi 4 at the current price. Compare it with the Xiaomi Mi 4 starting price, and the Xiaomi Mi 4 starting price was also similar. So we don't really need to compare it with the Xiaomi Mi 4s or any other devices current prices. Compare it with Samsung Galaxy S7 prices, which will be over 50,000 for sure. Compare it with LG G5 prices, which will be over 50,000 for sure. But we do have a modular design over there. We can give a 5,000 rupees bracket for them. But a 20,000 rupees device for the same specs that you will be almost getting for 50,000 rupees. Almost Samsung does do a little bit a couple of extra things like the waterproof, the memory card, the better autofocus at the camera. But for 20,000 rupees we do get a very good device. And if we talk about the second device, that will be about 2299, which will be about 23,000 rupees. We do get 64 gigs of internal storage and Snapdragon 820. Compare it with the OnePlus 2, which is running on Snapdragon 810 and is still priced at 25,000 rupees, and most probably coming down to 23,000 very soon. So 23,000 for the OnePlus 2 and 23,000 for the Xiaomi Mi 5. You can justify the pricing through that. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. This was Sharun here from 24/7 Techie, and this is a new type of video that I just tried out. So I am planning to do all the thought videos like this in the vlog style. So if you like this video, do tell me. If you didn't like it, tell me. I will try to change it or not do the vlog again, or improve on some things if you would like to suggest or do like this video, do share this video, do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, yaar. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Till then, see ya.